Hey everyone, in this video we're going to head to Lakeside Caravan Park in Denver in Norfolk. We'll check out the caravan park and its facilities, and then we're going to go and explore the local area, stopping at the UK's biggest sluice and finishing the evening with a lovely river walk. Yeah, I hope you can join the adventure. Let's start living the dream. So yeah, first impressions, and it's quite a nice site. There's quite a few lakes I'm going to check out in a minute, and there's a lot of caravans about, but these are all seasonal people. So I don't think there's very many people actually on the campsite at the minute at all, to be fair. I don't think anyone's here. Now, someone is going to turn up later and go on the pitch next to me there. My pitch isn't amazing because I'm sort of by a track, and I'm kind of in the middle of a field bit here, but to be honest, like I said, there's not really anyone here, so I don't mind it if there's nobody here. Yeah, so the price of the campsite is £24 for the site and then £10 for electric, and you get like an electric card that they have to top up. So yeah, now I actually didn't have the full amount of cash, and because it's a really cold night, one of the staff has actually took pity on me. So I have got it cheaper. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that, because it is going to be very cold tonight. Last night it was very cold, so yeah, I do need electricity, so I am very grateful for that, to be fair. So yeah, I don't think they recognise me. I don't think it's because I'm now some sort of famous YouTube celebrity. Although, when I did get here on the campsite, there was a bloke who came over to reception and he recognised me. And he's like, "I see you on YouTube." And I was like, "Shh, don't tell anyone." I said, "You don't work here, do you, mate?" And he said, "No." I was like, "Right, don't tell anyone then." So yeah, if you're watching, cheers, mate. It's good to meet you. But yeah, so we're going to check out the lakes in a minute. They are fishing lakes. I think that's £8 to fish for the day, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's get out there and check out these facilities then, people. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Couple of showers, one sink, 3 cubicles and 2 urinals. Not bad. I mean, not the best, not the worst, you know. They look reasonable, to be fair. So I have read reviews about people complaining that this is all there is for the entire campsite, and it is quite a big campsite, but most of these people are seasonal. They probably have their own toilets, and I mean, I don't know, but I guess it is a bit of a small toilet block for the entire campsite, but how many people will be using this? Seasonal people probably won't. You know, I won't. So the showers, there is a charge, and they are £1. Yep, washing machine and tumble dryer in here, and there is a sink, a couple of sinks, and a fridge. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what that is, people, but it's not a fridge. It's something kind of mechanical. I don't think I'm meant to touch it. I think it's the boiler. Oh shit! Can't put that back. No, that's better. Yeah, well, yeah, pretty good. So yeah, this looks like a pretty decent lake to fish from. There are some jetties over there you can fish from, so yeah, pretty good, people. Yeah, some nice benches scattered about, so you can have a nice little sit down by the lake, living the dream. Yeah, it's very peaceful. I mean, there's caravans everywhere, but there's just hardly anyone about, because they're all seasonal people. This is an open all year round campsite, and we are at the end of February, so I guess it's not going to be that busy. Yeah, I'm pleased that I got a discount on the electricity, because I need that for the radiator, because last night it was very cold, and tonight it is going to be very cold as well. So I mean, the power banks I've got, they just won't run a high powered radiator all night. Yep, small little woodland walk for dogs. Nice little reception. It is closed at the minute, but they do sell stuff. That is a small little shop. You won't see anything through the window because of the glare, but I can see a few things. Some bottles of sauce, some oil, and some tins of soup, and some sweets and that sort of thing, and some fishing gear. I can see a lot of fishing stuff. Hello, you're nice and friendly, aren't you? So yeah, 5 lakes in total. This is the smallest one. Yeah, pretty good. Now, I don't know if you can see the bins behind me there, but there's 3 big bins, but all of them have a sign on that say no rubbish in this bin, which is a little bit annoying. And I did see a sign that says there are no recycle bins, please take your recycle waste home. So there is a reasonably decent park area, to be fair. Yeah, plenty of stuff for kids to do on this little park. Nice climbing framey thing behind me there, wooden thing, that's nice. Another climbing frame here. Yeah, pretty decent park. Yeah, I mean, not that I'm going to use any of it, obviously, but looks pretty good for kids. Right, well then people, let's get out there and explore the local area. Let's roll. Living the dream. So there is a golf course next to the campsite there, and they do also do caravan storage, and there is a lot of caravans stored in this field here. Probably can't really see them through the trees, but yeah, if anyone's into storing a caravan nearby. Looks like that's going to be a gorgeous day today. Yeah, so there's a windmill up here we're going to go just have a quick look at, and then we're going to head to the Sluice, Denver Sluice, and check that out. Why not? And then we're going to have a nice river walk as well, because you know I love my river walks. So yeah, entrance to the campsite is just there, and you can probably see the windmill in the distance. Yeah, we'll go check that out. That's literally like 2 minutes walk, if that. We're pretty much there. So there is a bar here as well, and probably quite nice. It's closed at the minute though, and where the golf course is, there is also a cafe there, so yeah, there's a bar and a cafe nearby. So it is about 20 minutes to 30 minutes walk from the campsite to get to the UK's biggest sluice. The Denver Sluice pretty much controls the entire waterways of the Fens. So yeah, there's a bit more to it than just this. There's some more over there across another river, because there's a few rivers here. So it looks like there's 3 sluices here in total. One behind me, big one over there, and then some more over there. So it was built in 1651, and obviously a huge advantage was that it could stop the high tide from the wash coming in and flooding the place, but also they could divert water into the Ely Ooze, so that the Ely Ooze constantly had enough water in it so that they could use it for boats, because otherwise it would just drain straight out into the wash. Yeah, I mean, nothing too amazing, admittedly, not overly interesting, but I suppose in some way it is, you know, that is the biggest in the UK, biggest sluice in the UK, and it can control all the waterways like that. That is a bit interesting, but, you know, there's not really much to do here, just look at these. Well, there is a river walk, and that's about it, you know. So I can't figure out whether the sluice is interesting or boring. What do you think? Anyway, I know one thing I do like, and that is a river walk, and that is what we're doing. So you can walk into Downham Market along this track, and it's not very far. Well, I think I said I could see it in the distance, but I can't because there's now like a hill in the way. But yeah, it's not very far. I could see it a minute ago. But we're going to keep on pushing on. You can walk quite a long way on this footpath between these two rivers, and it looks like it's going to be good. I've been wanting to do this walk for some time. Yeah. Now, I actually want to walk to an abandoned church, but that's about 7 miles up here, and I technically could do that, but not with the time I got. Down a market just behind me there. Yep, this part of the walk is great because I am between two rivers. Yeah, this side is great, really good views. Although, if I'm truthfully honest, this side here, you can see the river, but there is some overgrown hedges in the way. So, but yeah, brilliant evening. Not many people on this bit at all. Loving it. Gonna turn back in a minute so I can walk towards the sunset instead of walking away from the sunset. Yeah, it's quite dry actually, the path here. It's not too wet. Yeah, very dry. I think it's because we're quite high up on a verge, but it's a nice enjoyable walk. Well, I'm back now, people, and it was pretty eventful getting back. I pretty much had to break into the campsite. Now, the lady, when I phoned up, did give me a gate code, and I thought it was just for the barrier by reception. Yeah, it wasn't. It was for a big metal gate that I can't climb over. Now, there is no other way to get in and out if that gate is closed. It was open when I arrived, so I didn't even notice it. But yeah, so I had to crawl through some bushes, because obviously I forgot the code, crawl through some bushes, crawl through a little ditch, and then I made it into the campsite. It was quite a bit of a kerfuffle. Never mind, but yeah, just bear in mind, if you do come here and you do get given a gate code, write it down if you go out. Now, the lady did tell me there was a gate code on the phone. Like I said, I thought it was a little barrier. So something to consider, people, something to consider. Never mind anyway, all part of the adventure, people. So I'm going to have some tea now, and unfortunately for me, my gas is very low. On this trip, because I've been away a few days now, I didn't check how much gas I have, so I can't cook anything. So I have coconut, and cream. So yeah, now with the low carb diet, there's literally nothing you can buy from a small little shop. There just isn't. Basically you need meat and a few vegetables, and that's about it. But this I can eat, and if anyone ever does keto or low carb diet, this is the closest you can get to a dessert, because desserts obviously are high in sugar, and sugar is carbohydrate. So if you ever do keto, get yourself some coconut, get yourself some cream, and another good trick, mix some peanut butter up in it, and yeah, it tastes pretty good. It is heavy on the gut, and I will feel a little bit sick after eating this, so I'll probably have a few packs of pork scratchings to, you know, take the edge off. But yeah, it is pretty nice. But yeah, that's my tea. Coconut and cream. Do you know what? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to having a gut ache for the next 2 hours because I've consumed too much cream. Yep. Does taste amazing, people. Well, I'm not going to lie and pretend that went down a treat. It didn't. Luckily, once I started to get too sickly, I stopped and I ate a load of pork scratchings and I left the rest of it. So I don't feel too bad. My stomach's okay. But I'm going to wash it down with a beer. And this time I've got a bottle of Red Sky, or Sky Red, from the brewery on the Isle of Skye. Yep, I stayed on a campsite next to the brewery a few years, a while ago. And yeah, went to the brewery and got a load of beers. Now, I was saving the beers for a special occasion. Then over Christmas, I decided I'd try one and realised that, yeah, I've saved them for a long time and they're all now 2 years out of date. So I've been drinking them at home. But anyway, we'll give this a go. So we're going to cut to me at home now, thanking some of the amazing people who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you, Presley Cook. Thank you, Simon Woodward, and thank you, Jez and Nat. Cheers. But thank you everyone for watching my videos, because you're all helping me out by watching the videos. So yeah, see what this tastes like. It says on the bottle fruity, and do you know what? It does taste a bit fruity. Yeah, I do quite like it. It's not a bad beer. So those of you who saw one of my really early videos will know that I said if I ever make merchandise, I will do a giveaway for the first 20 people that commented on that video. Now, if you're one of them, don't get your hopes up, because I'm not making merchandise yet. But the reason I said that so early on is because my dad actually knows a lot about making merchandise. He has made merchandise in the past. He's not a YouTuber, but he knows a lot about merchandise industry. So that is something that is on the cards. Now, I feel it's pointless doing at the minute. You know, you need a lot of subscribers really to actually make it worthwhile, because that's just going to cost too much money to do. But I am coming up with some designs maybe for the future. But in the meantime, for Christmas, my dad did actually make me some tins. Yeah, so I'm not selling merchandise yet. This is my dad's design, not mine. But yeah, I've got some of these, and you know, how many tins of my beautiful face do I want? Well, I don't need all of them. So I'm going to do a giveaway. So yeah, if you want to win one of these tins, all you have to do is put in the comments section, yes please. Now you have to be a subscriber and you have to click the like button on this video as well. But yeah, 3 of you will win one of these. Now what I'll do is I'll write all your names down. Maybe I'll put all the names in a hat or something and do a draw like that maybe. Or if I can figure out how to do one of those apps that other people uses where it picks 3 comments, then maybe I'll do one of them. But yeah. So yeah, put whatever I said, I can't remember, and you could win one of these. Anyway, it's enough of that. Cheers, people. So, Monster Quest it is, people. Yeah, that's cheesy rubbish, but it's something, innit? Background noise, eh?
Something that moves like that. This mysterious beast is committing horrifying attacks on people. Yes, I moved back. Scared. I didn't know what to do.
Morning everyone. Well, I didn't sleep too good last night, but the campsite is lovely and quiet, so there's no fault of the campsite. No road noise at all. A very distant train passing, but that's not going to disturb anyone. So yeah, that was pretty good. So the closest bus stop is a 25-minute walk according to Google Maps, and that is in Denver, and that will take you to Kings Lynn and a couple of other places written on the bottom of the screen there. And there is a small shop there as well, which is the closest shop. Now for any main supermarkets and shopping centres, you will need to go to Downham Market, and that is around 45-minute walk according to Google Maps. And there is a train station in Downham Market as well, and you can get the train to Kings Lynn or to London. So yeah, good for that. So there's 2 negatives to this campsite. One is the bins. There's only general waste and they are full, and there's signs saying do not put waste in these bins, which obviously is a big negative. Now I do understand that it's not been busy and places probably don't pay to have their bins emptied as regularly this time of year, so I do understand that, but it's still very annoying. And the other is the price it would have cost me to stay for 1 night with electricity is £34, and it's just not worth it. It just isn't, is it? Now, I've looked online, and the prices online are obviously out of date because it says £20 a night, not 24. And it does say that you can buy electric cards for £1, £2 and £10. Now, I wasn't given that option. It could be because reception is not open, maybe. I don't know. I was only given the option to buy a card for £10. Now, I got that card for free, so I can't complain too much. But that is a little bit annoying. Now I have checked on the meter, and I think that £10 card got me 32 kilowatts of electricity. So I think with my 800 watt radiator, I could probably have had that on for 12 hours for at least 3 days. So if I was staying for 3 days, then obviously the price would be a bit cheaper and it wouldn't be so bad. Or if I was offered to just buy like £3 worth of electricity, then it would have all been good and it would have all been better. Now, as I said, I got the electricity for free. They took pity on me because I said, nah, that's all right, don't worry about it then. And they said, well, it's really cold, it's going to get to -1, and it did get to freezing last night. When I woke up, there was glass on the inside of the van. So I'm very glad for the electricity, very glad they offered that. But yeah, it would have been very expensive otherwise. So yeah, something to consider. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one with the meters, knowing how much I could have paid, and it makes it hard to judge the price, doesn't it? So I don't know what to say on that one, people. Yeah. Now, in general, I don't mind the campsite, although I will say I preferred Everglades, and as I said, Everglades is owned by the same people. I stayed there last night, the night before, sorry, and I preferred it. I thought it was a better site. I'd rather stay there than I would here. That would be my choice personally. Now, that one has no facilities, as I said in the video, so it all depends whether or not you can stay there. But If you want to watch that video, it'll be this video here. Give it a click, give it a watch, and see what you think. And I'm going to pack up now and head off. If you've enjoyed any of this, like, subscribe, catch me on another adventure, and make sure you keep living the dream, people. I'll see you soon.